I'm David Lewis. I'm the founder and CEO of MoveEV, and I'm absolutely delighted to be here on stage with you today. I just moved to Kentfield with my family back in January and have been completely enveloped in this community, meeting Zach and others and building our electric vehicle charging expense management business here. What I'm going to do today is give you a brief overview of my founding story, the problem that we're solving, how we do it, and the success that we've had so far. So a little bit about me. I know the title of my slide sounded boring. What is charging expense management, and who is this big guy on stage trying to talk about it? So my background got really interesting about 10 years ago. After a banking career and going to Columbia Business School, I started working in B2B fleet software. Give it up for B2B fleet software. And over that time, I joined a small team that took a business from 10 million to over $120 million and was acquired by a financial buyer for north of a B. And so in that time as head of strategy and M&A, I became a vehicle reimbursement expert. Very boring. Sorry about that. My CTO is one of the most accomplished female engineers, I think, in the world. She was early Wayfair and then led engineering at Nubank, which, if you don't know it, is the largest fintech in Latin America. They bank 100 million people. That's a lot of people. And what do? We do a new category for fleet expense management, which is charging expense management, and specifically charging at home reimbursement, which is expense management and payments together. And that's the team running the field. The big change that I want to make sure we leave the room understanding today is that we are in the beginning of a paradigm shift in the United States and the world, where we have this multi-$100 billion industry, which is fueling vehicles in the United States and North America, that is very well set up with credit cards, retail fueling stations, and you can get your gas at any quarter. Has anyone ever gotten gas in the room? Anyone's gotten gas? Yes. You pay with a credit card? Super easy, right? I love it too, except I'm trying not to buy gas because my goal in life is to reduce emissions. So if you can't tell, I wake up happy every day because I work on climate change. So I spotted a problem early. The problem I found early is that this doesn't work for electric vehicles, right? Especially a work car. So I work, just for a second, I work with fleets, right? Coca-Cola gives employees cars. They park in their driveway at night and go around to convenience stores and sell things, right? And there's about 30 million of these vehicles in the United States. And as they go electric, they still need to get gas. But is the best place to get gas for a work vehicle in public? No. Why? Because it costs lots of extra money, about 3 times more expensive, and it wastes work time, right? So what we're seeing right now is when you put an electric vehicle in your fleet, you either charge it at home while it's resting, very nice, right? Overnight rates, very low, sometimes 75% off, or you charge at work. And my view is that the behavior is going to mirror consumers and everyone's going to charge at home. And so I spotted this problem having worked in the space for a long time, and a Fortune 500 company came to me and said, "Hey Dave, you're this crazy guy on LinkedIn talking about all this electric vehicle charging stuff. I just bought 200 Lightnings. What am I supposed to do? They're going to now charge at home, and my employees are going to be mad, and their wife and their spouse is going to be mad if I don't reimburse them for the electricity hyper accurately." And I said, "Wow, that's delightful. I've been solving this problem for 2 years. Let's build some software." So when you buy gas in private, you can think about buying charging energy in private, The big issue with it is you can't swipe your credit card. Can't swipe my credit card. I don't know what it costs. There's no sign that says how much it costs. This is a huge accounting problem for fleets. The finance team does not want some back of the napkin, "I owe Dave $300 this month because he said so." That is not going to fly when we're talking about moving hundreds of billions of dollars around. Accuracy is key. The IRS cares about this intimately. My last company, we wrote the IRS rate, 70 cents this year, right? So I know all about vehicle and charging reimbursement. So there's no accounting record, and the worst thing is you can't process payments. So when an employee charges at home, and that's so nice that they did that, you want to make sure that they're paying them very quickly, and we pay folks within 7 days so they can get paid before they're out of pocket for their utility bill. So the big problems, again, no accounting record. The IRS is going to be mad, and you can't process payments. Ta-da, we solved this problem with AI. The reason why this is so complicated in understanding expenses is because there's 3,000 utility companies in this country, and they all have different utility bills, and they charge for different things, and some of them are 10 pages long. So we use AI to understand all that information. Then I combined it with proprietary ways of getting the data from the car and charging events to create these big, beautiful, wonderful, award-winning receipts. Receipts for charging at home, receipts for charging at depot, receipts for everyone, and we pay very quickly. That's why you buy us. We've had a lot of success so far. It's a beautiful, simple interface. The servicing is ridiculous because it's only used a minute a month by the end user. We've done a great job of accumulating some of the most influential fleets in America to date. Yes, that does say PG&E. Yes, it says Medtronic. Yes, it says Rivian. We've only been selling this for 18 months. I moved to California because this is where a third of the EVs are. You still have your 2035 mandate. We're not going to sell gas cars here anymore. And we're really excited to be growing the business in Marin. Again, I live in Kentfield. My 2 kids go to Basic. I'm at table 12 if you'd like to connect more, or here's my contact information. Thank you so much for letting me spend a few minutes with you.